Welcome back everyone. DigiCut 3.0 is now fully released and comes with a bunch of improvements, so let's get started. The days of the old white screen are officially gone. For the Mac, this is a native feature, but if you're using a Windows machine, you'll have to set your color mode to dark in the system preferences. We've now included an all-new user guide on the software, located in the Help menu. Click on the user guide. There you will see a written guide and tips for software as well as for each tool. You'll also see tips down at the bottom of the screen even when the guide is not open. You can now work with up to 4 artboards, a handy feature if you have multiple vehicles you need to arrange and cut. They can be a combination of tint and PPF. I have an Audi A6 in the shop for tint, so let's get that one first. Then I have an F-150 that I also need to cut the front roll-ups on. But now the customer with the A6 I added earlier has decided they wanted PPF, so I'll go back to the search and find the PPF templates and add those. You can double click on each one to add them to the artboard. The order doesn't really matter because I'm going to use the Smart Placement feature to automatically arrange them in an efficient manner. Side note, notice how the Smart Placement feature now fills in the space between the templates. Keep in mind that a human can usually always eventually place them closer, but this feature will not only save you film, but most importantly time. But wait, there's more. Now I've got a GMC Canyon that just showed up and wants their windows tinted, so I'll just add that using the search function. On this one, I'm going to change my artboard size to a 40, so all I have to do is change the roll on the plotter. Now let's review. I've got all 4 tabs ready to cut. Last but not least, if you have more than one plotter, the software will also recognize and switch between them automatically. Let's talk about vehicle selection next. In the search bar, you can type in the VIN or simply type in the name of the vehicle and choose from there. You can also click on the recents to see a list of vehicles you've previously worked on. You can still use the drop-down menus to search by year, make, and model. Just click on the arrow to expand that section. There's now a brand new way to zoom in without zooming in your entire artboard. Just press and hold X down on the keyboard to automatically bring up the zoom loop. This is really helpful when you're placing anchor points or need to see some small details like I'm doing here. By the way, I can't really think of a reason to make this edit I'm showing you here, but the point is that you can now edit patterns inside of other patterns. The Bend tool got a major upgrade as well. It now functions by simply selecting an area, then moving it with your mouse. This bumper doesn't fit on a 36-inch roll, so I'm simply going to take what we call the arms and bend them up to fit. Select the template, then click on the Bend tool at the top. When you place your anchor points and it selects the wrong side of the template, simply press R to reverse the selection. Now keep in mind that doing this will introduce a tweak into the pattern and will make it more difficult to install, but it will save some film. And in a case where I don't have a bigger roll, this can be a good use case for this feature. Let's move on to the all-new Curve tool. Lots of ways to use this tool. In this case, let's make a windshield visor. Select the template, then click on Separate. Place an anchor point on the left and the right side. Hold Shift to keep your points lined up with each other. Now click on the Separate tool at the top and it automatically separates it for you. Delete the bottom portion unless you're into that sort of thing. Now select your visor, then click on the Curve tool. Place an anchor at the left and the right. Now grab the purple handle in the middle and pull it up or down to create your own custom curve. Holding the Shift key will lock the handle in the exact middle of the two anchor points. Now you're ready to cut. Should also note that this tool can also be used anywhere on PPF. Next is the all-new Extend tool. Again, not necessarily an edit I would make, but doing this just to show you that you can. By default, it automatically selects the outer path. You'll have to hold the Shift and click on the inner path to select it. Once it's green, place your anchor points, then simply drag the highlighted portion wherever you want. In this example, perhaps you're doing a color change or a matte conversion. I want to just extend the entire top edge of the bumper upwards so I can wrap it over. This is a little excessive, but once again, the point is that you can now do this edit in a very simple manner. In this example, I've removed the flares from the Cybertruck and want to extend the pattern down. Select the template, then click on the Extend tool. It turns green, then place your anchor points in the area you want to extend. Click and drag down to extend the template. Doing so caused some sharp corners. One way to get rid of them is to place two anchor points around that sharp corner and simply press Delete or Backspace to cut them off. Now you've got an extended bedside on the truck. Now one more example, but this time we're going to also use the Curve tool to correct the edit we previously made on the bedside template. Select the template, then click on the Curve tool. Place your anchors and look for the purple handle in the middle. By the way, you can also use the spacebar to pan around the screen now. Place your anchors and correct the other side. The Offset tool has also been updated. Select the template, then click on the Offset tool. Then click on the part you want to offset, in this case, the door handle. Choose a dimension, then click on the plus sign to expand or minus to retract. Don't worry, the resize tool still works the way it always has. We've just moved the toolbar to the top and made placing anchor points easier with the magic lasso. As I mentioned before, the Smart Placement feature got a major enhancement as well. It now fills in the open space where possible inside the arches. Keep in mind that Smart Placement and all of the tools are affected by your computer's processing speed. In order to get the most out of version 3.0, we highly recommend you consider upgrading to a faster computer. We hope you enjoy this latest version. We've got more updates coming in the future, and as always, you're welcome to call or email us if you have any questions. If there's a specific video in the future you'd like to see, let us know in the comments. See you next time.